Okay.
Oh.
I should have labeled these as numbers.
What are we killing and where is it?
Yeah, about that.
It's a random encounter roll. We rolled a Tarask, no.
Okie dokie, and I shall drag you over. Pixie has already crossed over this clearing, flying. You are up towards the north, up here. The rest of you are just making your way through some trees and bushes to the south. And suddenly you see a large group of hers dart past the open area. I'm going to say there's about 10, 15 of them. It's a very large number. And suddenly 2 wolves will dart out and grab one of them. One of them has it in its mouth. The other one didn't manage to catch one, but looks up and does notice you three. I'm going to say it doesn't notice Pixie, given she's flying away above the tree line. The wolf looks towards you three, whilst the other one focuses on playing with its rabbit. What do you guys do?
Right, okay. So, did you say that one of the wolves had seen us, so?
One of them has seen you, yes.
Is it moving towards us at this stage?
It's simply looking at you.
Alright, do we all notice the wolves at the same time?
I'd say yeah.
Right, okay. As soon as Victor notices the wolves, he's going to make sure that Maiko stops just in case he's preoccupied and just say,
I absolutely am.
Maiko, you might want to just hold your step there for a second. He kind of motions over towards the wolf and...
But I saw something interesting.
There's plenty of interesting stuff if we just go around the other way. Edward, are you here too?
Totally.
Right. Tell you what, I'm just gonna hold this thing's eye contact, always be friendly to a new face, and just gonna try scooching a little bit over to the left and just see if it leaves us alone. So,
Pixie, I'll say you also noticed them as well. But at the same time they did. Do you react at all? Or...
I doubt Pixie notices. She sees a flying fox. Do you think she notices something on the ground?
I'd say you noticed them, even if you just noticed the hers.
okay. So...
Okay, so you're making your way around to the left?
Getting a bit lower, closer to the tree line. I was a good bit above, so circling down the rock.
So do you just circle around to the left and leave it alone?
No, Pixie is doing...
I mean, the other three.
Spiral, yeah.
Can I tell if the wolf that's staring us down, can I tell if it's being hostile?
I'm gonna say roll animal handling. See if you can figure out its intent. It's being guarded. Meanwhile, the other one is still just playing with the rabbits, letting it go, then biting it again, pulling it back.
Wolf?
Yeah, isn't that a cat? You sure? Playing with its food.
Who knows?
I'll see Victor staring it down and be like, I wouldn't look it in the eye. They see that as a threat.
Ah, right. That would explain.
It is looking at you in the eye.
Victor tries to kind of like move one of his pupils down. So again, wait. Kind of goes a little bit cross-eyed, trying to avoid direct eye contact. But
here, I'll help, and I'll cover his eyes.
You hear a growl suddenly.
Thanks, Maiko. very, very helpful. I'm just gonna shimmy on to the side. You know what? Actually, best thing to do in a situation like this: play some calming music. That should calm some things down. Victor.
Or make him angry.
If
It depends what kind of music the wolf is into.
only one way to find out. And with that, Victor tries to play a soothing melody on his lute to calm the mood.
Okay.
Okay, performance.
Yep.
You fool! They like power
And-
metal. What are you doing?
Don't forget.
I know. And do I
Roll
do
your
that?
D6 first.
I roll it first. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, I was wondering about that. So, okay. Oh, okay. I'll have to
Yeah,
see what.
yeah. It's all right. Roll regular.
That's roll normally, isn't it? Yeah. Okay.
Yep. Damn.
Yeah.
What's your shenanigans?
Yeah. Hey, I'm angling for it.
Okay. You start playing your lute, and the wolf sits down whilst you're playing. Actually seems to be enjoying the music. The second one stops playing with the rabbit for long enough for it to suddenly scamper off. But it doesn't really notice, it seems to be fixated on you. When you stop, the wolves look towards one another, look back to you.
I'm actually going to say that Victor is moving as he's playing. I perhaps should have specified that before. I think he's basically trying to kind of move through the area. So, like, how long would you say that he would be performing? I mean, ideally, I would want him to be performing up until the point he's kind of clear of the wolves, or are you going to say that they lose interest before I stop in that case?
I'm going to say they've paid attention the entire way through. Play for roughly 2 minutes.
Would it be enough time to get over to near where Pixie is?
Oh, I'd say so, yes.
Okay, I'm just going to move there then. So, about here.
This is a nice segue. I don't have control of my token view.
Good point, I did forget to give 2 things over.
Neither do I on that note.
Yes. I shall fix, I shall fix, I shall fix.
It's Dragon Queen all over again.
Same.
Yeah.
I'm not in control of my own life. Oh god.
Doom's in control of your life now.
Control of your life, your own balls.
There you go. There you go. Should be good now.
Thanks.
There you go.
As you make it over towards regrouping again, that's when the wolves look towards one another. They both nod. They look back over. They stand up on the back paws. They wave the front paws. And they turn away and walk away on the back paws.
Bye. I'll wave
Ah.
back.
Can't say I was expecting that, but, you know, win's a win. Well, shall we be moving on?
Actually, having heard the music, Pixie came towards him because she was like, oh yeah, I have a friend. So she came back towards Victor. She kind of remembered him when he played music.
Hey, hello, Pix. How's it going?
Who are you playing?
You know,
No,
just my old the old ballad. You know, yeah, just a couple of wolves over there giving us a little bit of sticker. Actually, Pix could have done with you a couple of minutes ago. Needed to remind me not to look the wolves in the eye. Yeah,
Hey.
you remember what happened that one time on the road? On the forget it. Was an interesting story anyway. Well, I'm sure that we'll have plenty of memorable encounters coming
I
up.
remember the cat.
You remember the cat? What cat?
Yes. The ugly cat. Ugly cat came in camp.
Yeah, I do. I do remember that actually. Well,
I remember the wolf.
what'd you say, Pix?
Can't remember wolf. cat. Cat was ugly.
Well, those wolves looked a little bit mean too, but oh well, we saw them off and didn't have to get my coat dirty again. So well,
Yeah, good thing.
did you actually see anything interesting up there, or were you just faffing about there in the sky?
Flying fox?
Really? No kidding.
Yes. Want to catch flying fox?
Of course you do. Well, I'm sure. Well, the flying fox, along with everything else, is going towards the general direction of the carnival. Why'd you come down here? Keep my good company for a little bit. Could kind of do with retuning this thing, really. Kind of noticed a couple of the notes were a bit flat.
Pixie
Whilst you are
lights go down
talking,
as she's walking.
the her from before comes hopping out of the bushes from the direction it fled in, carrying something with it, and it sets it in front of you all. Then stands up on its back legs and just washes itself, washing its ears in particular. And just looks at you all expectantly.
All right. Not.
I'll go and squat down in front of it and see what it's got.
It's a lantern.
How big is this lantern?
It's a hand lantern, I'm going to say about yay big. About hand and a bit tight.
How did the hare carry this again?
Over its back. You're applying logic. Dump.
There's already a
thank
few
you.
You're welcome. Thank you for saving me. They always play so rough.
Yes. Yeah, wolves can be like that. We didn't like them where I lived. Every time they came away, the person I lived with did this weird hissing noise like a cat. So I never got to play with the wolves.
I know what a cat is. It turns around and it hops away back into the bushes.
It's I'll pick up the lantern.
What you have is, I'm just going to outright say, a lantern of tracking, specifically Fae.
Magic item.
Mm-hmm.
I got a little interesting trinket there, don't you, Micah?
Victor would like that very much at times.
Lantern. Whatever, I'll add it later.
I mean, would sort of in character, would we have any notion as to what this is, or this is just kind of for the players, I assume?
Given it's just a common item, I'm just going to say you were able to figure it out through looking at it for a few minutes.
Okay, fair enough.
It means I believe you have a magical nature.
Right. I mean, like, would I know specifically that it could be used for tracking Fae?
I'd say you're just able to figure out what it is over a couple of minutes.
Right, okay. In that case,
Again, because it's just a common magic item.
There's
It's not
an
like something
engraving on the bottom. Just look at it.
all right. Pix, you know I don't have patience for reading. That's why I do everything by ear. Speaking of which, I don't like if I keep this thing on me, I won't have to use my bloody ears to find you anymore, will I? Can actually just, I don't know, point this thing to the sky or something. And yeah. I mean, not that I really mind what you do most of the time, but sometimes it can be a bit bloody annoying trying to track you down.
Your ears aren't bloody. They look fine to me.
I find you. You don't need to find me. I find you.
Yeah, I know, Pix, but there's certain situations sometimes where it might be slightly more convenient for me to be able to find you at a moment's notice. But, you know, got the option now.
Me find you, not you find me.
Oh, fine, little Pix. It's, sure, you find me. Anyway, can't help but notice, but I think we're at the back of the crowd. We should probably get going.
Oh, yes.
And with that, Victor is going to stride on towards where you saw the people walking on last. Anyone else wants to do anything or wants to stop him?
I'm going to admire this lantern, holding it in both hands as I walk. But I'm going
As
to
you
go.
do that, you notice that whenever it points more so in the direction of the carnival, it starts to glow brighter. Because
Ooh,
there's kind of picture it like a hooded lantern, where one particular end is uncovered, the others are not. So help give you direction.
I'll give it a sec.
Now, someone else roll a d4.
You know what? I'm feeling lucky. I have no idea why I've never been lucky before. There you go.
Okay. Continue walking through the forest. After several minutes, you can hear something. It's something you didn't particularly expect to hear. Crying. It's a loud wail echoing through the trees.
Okay. Victor's kind of just going to stop in his tracks when he hears that and just goes, hang about. Anyone else hear that?
Pixie's covering her ears.
Uh,
Bad sound! Make go away!
if I see what it is, I might do something about it. Does Victor have any idea like what direction the sound is coming from, or just kind of given where we are, is it reverberating around us?
Say you're able to discern which direction it's coming from.
Right. In that
Just a bit
case,
further along in the direction you were heading.
right. Victor, in that case, is going to just say, well, as it happens, it seems to be more or less straight ahead of us. I'll tell you what, I've already seen some strange nonsense here today. Let's just approach with lighter feet, shall we? With that, Victor is going to try to approach furtively in the direction of the crying. Basically, his rationale is that whatever is it kind of like a child crying, or like what type of crying
No,
is it?
it's
Because it's like oh, so it's like someone like just upset.
quite deep and guttural.
Okay, so that it sounds a bit odd. Okay, in that case, yeah, Victor would probably be kind of like moving towards it, but just kind of moving quietly, wanting to get a better idea of what the sound is. Would he need to roll stealth, or?
If you're trying to move without being noticed, yes.
Yeah, I think he wants to try and make himself scarce, if at all possible. Okay.
If the others are nearby, they'll have to do likewise.
Yeah, Victor himself is going to try to.
Yeah, taking him literally, going to start flying again and also going along.
All
Stealthy.
right. Apparently, really bad. Like, really bad.
You're placing your feet very carefully, but every single time you do, you're hitting a twig.
Yeah, yeah, that's exactly what I thought. It's like, oh, bloody hell.
you have to, if you want to be light, you have to take off your shoes like me.
I know, Maiko. I don't know what it
Oh.
is. Every time I step on
Also,
a twig.
you roll.
Me. Yeah.
Well, you see, Maiko, you aren't that much better, are you?
I walk right into a tree because I'm busy looking at Victor.
When you hit it, you give a loud exclamation, shout,
Ah!
move back. You hit another tree, you fall over. Your gear clangs.
Oh, whoops.
There's someone there.
Sorry.
Yes. I can't out, but hear that you're crying. Is everything all right over here?
No. Come closer, please.
Can we see the source of the crying at this point, or is this? Can we still only hear?
Yeah,
it?
how
Based on
big
the
is this
sound-
fucking whale?
It sounds like it's coming from quite close in front of you, within, I'm going to say, about 10 meters.
But no visual just yet.
But you can't see anyone.
Okay. Not stealthily, but yeah, just kind of for the sake of Victor still feeling cautious, he's kind of just going to move up, and he's just kind of like going to like inch around, and like as soon as he can kind of get eye contact, he's just going to be like, hi. How you doing? Vicky Schwartz here, of course, and pleased to meet your acquaintance. What's your name, good sir? I assume you're,
You
yes,
get
sir.
to the source of where you could hear. There's nothing there.
All
There's a
right.
tree.
All
And
right.
then you see the tree start to move. There's a large mouth on the tree. Vicky Schwartz.
All right.
Why
No.
sad?
Yeah. What she
cry?
said.
I can't feel my feet.
You mean roots?
No, my feet. When I put shoes on.
Back to have roots. Like tree. Not feet.
But I'm not a tree.
Well, you're a tree now.
What?
Yeah. I hate to break it to you, fella,
You look
but
like a tree.
yeah, you kind of
Are
got.
those roots your shoes?
I'm a tree?
You look like tree.
I don't have a blindfold on?
No, no,
But
you don't.
are you tricking me?
I don't know. Try putting one foot in front of the other.
I can't. I can't feel my feet.
Can you feel your hand?
Do you have eyes?
Oh God. I can't feel my hands.
See? Because there's no hand. There's just branch.
I'm back.
Can you feel your
Took my
hand?
hands.
Try
Did they
waving
take my
your
hands and my
hand.
feet? What?
You look like tree.
Lil Apex, you might not be doing the best for his morale here.
Here, look. I'll
They
start
look
rummaging around in my backpack, looking for a mirror, and I quote unquote find one, but I actually cast minor illusion to hold a mirror at it. Oh, I found it! I didn't think I had one of these.
One of what?
Look, you're a tree.
I can't see.
Oh, never mind.
Victor is going to kind of go up and place his hand and like stroke against the tree. Do you feel that?
Yes.
All right, this is strange. How does that feel? Does it kind of feel warm or cold or like what's happening here?
Your hand is warm.
Yeah, I have been told it's quite clammy actually. Yeah. Actually, Victor is going to just try and like not punch the tree to kind of do damage, but kind of enough to kind of like to kind of get an impact and go. Do you feel that? If I do, I need to roll to hit.
Roll a punch. Yeah. Go on.
Yeah. Don't actually have. Oh, actions. Yeah, I'm gonna do an unarmed strike. Let's go.
Yeah.
I assume I
You
hit the
wrap
tree.
your hand against the tree. Yeah.
Um,
And it kind of just stays silent for a moment.
yeah. See, I just punched you. And considering you're not responding, I assume you didn't feel that, right?
I did, but oh,
Yeah.
I don't. My shape is. My shape doesn't feel like a human.
No, because you are a tree, unfortunately.
Make with advantage now.
What was I saying?
Make a persuasion check with advantage. Now.
Okay. Let's see. Is he good? He should be good at persuasion. We'll see.
It's a low AC anyway.
Okay. Okay. 10 for persuasion.
Was that with advantage?
Oh, sorry. For some reason, I'm not used to good things happening to me.
Fucking okay.
Okay, that's
all right.
That's all right.
He stays quiet for a second and seems to be thinking as much as you can tell. You know, you might be right. Well, someone told me to just get up and start to move away. When I did so,
When about did that
maybe I
happen?
am a tree.
Yeah,
Oh, just about 20 minutes ago.
20 minutes. Where'd you come from? Out of interest.
Well, I come from by a small river.
And do you
Uh,
have a name?
Oh, yes. My name is Nutty McNut Cracker Nut.
Nutty McNut Cricket Nut.
Uh,
Good name.
We're gonna have a lot of this shit in this campaign, aren't we?
oh, all right. Makes about as much sense of anything else I've seen today.
Natty! I'll walk immediately, try and stretch out a hand to the tree. My name is Miko Atilashili, but you can just call me Miko.
Hi, Miko. Sorry if I upset any of you with my crying.
Can I
Well,
shake a branch?
Yes, here's a branch low enough, you shake it. I seem to have made quite a fool of myself.
Don't worry about that. We all do that from time to time. Old Granny Cat used to say.
If you promise not to tell anyone, I'll give you something. I don't want the old oak to find out about this.
Old Oak? Who's that?
Oh, she's a really old oak tree. Oh, she
Yeah,
is
I
the
could have surmised that.
worst.
Could have surmised that much.
She loves to spread rumors, and she loves to put her roots in your way. Let me tell you.
They also
Why?
love to spread acorns.
47 years ago, I was going to the south, and she decided she was going to go to the north. And we became tangled.
I
She
see.
stops there.
And you say I hold long grudges, Vic. I never hold grudge for 47 years.
You were promised not to tell anyone?
Not sure anyone would believe me if I did, honestly. But sure, yeah.
The tree suddenly starts to shake, vibrating rapidly. And 2 items fall out of the tree, giving you such a high persuasion.
Ah, nice.
A staff and a cape flutters down following it.
All right, what have we got here? Victor will kind of like, I don't know, I'm guessing it's on the floor, like he basically just wants to inspect them a bit closer.
Yep.
Won't it branch out, my tiny friend?
Yeah. I like this one. Please come back.
I'll try.
Don't leave me alone.
Can't
Did I forget?
not sound callous or nothing, but can't exactly come with us either.
Now. I see more than you'd think. I'd say during this, you have been looking over both the staff and the cape. You have yourself a staff of flowers and a cloak of billowing.
Okay. Right. Victor will pick those up for the time being and just have a close look at them at a later date.
Now, I imagine you're going off where all the others are going in the direction of?
Yeah, that was pretty much the plan.
Well, thank you for helping me, and yes, have a nice time, maybe?
Um,
I'll see you there, but you won't see me. My roots go quite far.
We'll bring you back a present.
Oh, excellent. I look forward to it.
Okay, we'll be leaving now.
He starts laughing and he doesn't stop. He gets very loud.
Okay.
I'll turn back to Edward like, we both made good jokes, yes?
Who was that directed to?
You.
Pixie's already preoccupied
Joke?
looking at flowers.
There are quite a lot of tulips about.
I would say that with Victor seeing Pixie going around the flowers, I'm guessing because it's another common magic item, you know what the staff of flowers does.
Yes. I'd say when you were looking at them, looking them over, you were able to discern what they are because of how
Yeah. I just
low
wanted to
they are, basically.
Yeah, fair enough. Okay, in that case, Victor's just going to kind of like look at the staff, look at Pixie, and just goes, "Hey, little Pix. Can't really say I've got much use for this little thing, but yeah, you like flowers. Pretty sure it'll provide some, well, measure of entertainment for you." Victor holds out the staff towards Pixie.
This is a full-size staff. Just let you know.
Yes, he's still doing that regardless.
Fair enough.
That's a good point, actually. I know magic items will change to fit the wearer. Does that apply to weapons too, you think?
Because to be fair, it would make
Food
a
for
lot of
thought.
things unusable for Pixie if they don't.
Here's a great sword.
I'll rule that yes, it does change in size for weaponry and whatnot when it's attuned.
Okay. He goes to.
So you're holding it out like you're pointing it at Pixie, or you're holding it out for her to take?
Holding out for Pixie to take rather than pointing it at her. He knows better to do that.
What's this wood?
What? Sorry, little Pix, you're gonna have to run that one by me again.
What is this wood?
Ah, right. Well,
What wood?
it's a stick that makes flowers.
Pretty flowers?
Yeah, I believe. You kind of have to think about it a little bit, but yeah, you can kind of make whatever flowers you can think of, several times a day. Oh, if my reading's right, and well, you know, well, to be fair, I don't like reading that much, but I know a few things.
Oh, this makes flowers. It's better than mine. Mine doesn't make anything.
I'm gonna keep the cape though. Apparently, it can like flutter in the wind. Kind of got a couple of ideas that I might be able to use that later. So, will Pixie accept the staff? Well, providing she can actually pick it up, of course.
She will at least try to hold it.
Yeah.
DM, tell me if she can or
Yeah,
she falls.
yeah,
I'd say as you start to take it from Victor, it will shrink down to a more manageable size for you.
Alright, well, there you go. Ah,
Nice.
I reckon it suits you.
And I'd say whilst you take the cape, when you put it on, you immediately start billowing by accident.
Alright, this is more like it. You know, I wasn't feeling dramatic enough today, but, you know, good fortune soon fix that. Oh, I'm happy. Anyone else got anything to do, or shall we mosey on over?
I'm busy. I'm busy in a tree looking in a bird's nest. What?
Michael, we're going. What? Anything interesting up there? I suppose since you're there.
Oh, I was hungry. I'll come down. I'll take an egg from the bird's nest and come down.
While
Mike.
they're talking, Pixie is already trying out the staff.
I'm sorry, I got hungry. I fancied a snack. And I'll offer it out to everyone. Anybody?
Like last time, Michael, I appreciate the gesture, but can't say I'm hungry yet.
Okay. I'll immediately swallow it all.
Are you sure that's
The
good for you?
egg that you got was one that was quite familiar to you.
Oh?
One that you've seen before. And that compulsion to eat was a little bit stronger than normal when you immediately threw it down.
It's very strange. This is the second time I've seen an egg like this.
That's not an image I'll ever forget.
Okay. Michael, you're full up now. That's your. Is that
Oh,
your
yes.
Is that your second or third breakfast?
Just second.
Just second.
There's no such thing as third breakfast, you silly.
Yeah, of course not.
11s is?
There is. We just go said
Yes.
it in words.
Pixie, by the way, when you use the staff, where you poked it, flowers immediately began to spread of varying kinds.
Going to pick the darker ones and put them in my hair. Like
Okay.
stuff them in the braid. Just a few.
I'd say there was quite a few dark purple and a few dark red.
Yeah, those kind of colors.
Okay. Do you guys move on?
Yeah. Victor is moving on.
Indeed.
As you make your way through the trees, you start to see light in the distance. You go closer and closer, and the light grows more and more. And you start to hear sounds. Not just the forest, but people moving, shouting, joy, laughter. And you begin to approach the Witchlight Carnival. There's a large queue of people in front of you, leading towards what seems to be a ticket booth. And the sky changes as you get closer, going from night to what seems to be sunset. Giant fireflies whit overhead, trailing streamers, and a low mist curls across the ground. Through a floral archway, you glimpse wondrous and vibrant creatures, elf stiltwalkers, dancing fairies, and painted performers. Everywhere there is laughter, pixie dust bubbles, and the wistful tune of the whistling calliope. And we'll end our session there.
Fair enough.
Teasing us with the wonder. That map looks great, by the way.
Yeah.
Looks
I've got
awesome.
to try and keep everything on here in mind at every single moment of time.
Yeah, just ooh, that is nice. Just kind of like put that onto the stream screen properly. Oh, yeah, it was a pretty good start, I have to say.
A little bit rough on me, but
Oh, I don't know. I think you did just fine, to be honest with you. I mean, it's been what, like 6 months, as I said, so I think it's fair that we're all a bit rusty. But yeah, are we looking to do same time again next week potentially?
nope. This time next week, I would have been in work at the start. We'll discuss this off stream.
Okay,
It's for
fair
the
enough.
next one.
Yeah, fair enough. I didn't know if it's something that just for the sake of the stream, but yeah, okay. In that case, that's all we've got time for today. So until next time, it's bye for me and everyone else, and we shall speak to you next time.
Bye.
Love you. Bye.
Bye.